turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You watch your dreams unfold. Let it come around and let it breathe over me. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming, and I'm calling you to help me set me free. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. Lie all the fate of the world in your plans, guarding your faith with the palm of your hands. I know, yeah, I know. It's the unknown, the unknown. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming, and I'm calling you to help me set me free. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. You make me feel like home. You turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You watch your dreams unfold. Let it come around and let it breathe over me. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see.
Hello, hello, hello! It is stream time, and it is the very first Minecraft Monday. So I am starting Minecraft Mondays because I do streams every Tuesday, but I want to leave that open for other games like my Persona playthrough and whatnot. But I want to start doing Minecraft content as well because I just want to build that. It seems fun. So I wanted to dedicate Monday to it. So here I am. Today we are going to be doing some parkour on Hypixel in the housing part. There's this house that has been around for quite a while called the Escape Cube. And I have some history with this house, this map. So I first joined it with my friend Kirby Catcher, and at the time, thank you for the follow, Postable. It's nice to see you here. Oh, Minecraft is fun. Hello, Hebraski. Hey, bestie. Yeah, so I joined this server like probably months ago, I'd say. And it's this parkour server. It's 15 levels, or not server, parkour house, because it's in the housing thing. But it's 15 levels, but each level is like pretty long and intricate. And it's really well built, like really well built. It looks really good and stuff. And we just tried completing it together. But it got to the point. We originally played on 1.16. It's nice to see you. And obviously 1.16 on Hypixel equals glitches. So there was a section of the map where it's like, hey, it's recommended that you don't play on 1.16. So we're like, okay then. And at the time, the autosave feature for the housing was broken. So if you left the world and came back, you would be reset at the beginning. So you couldn't just like make progress, leave, come back and continue from where you left off. You had to go all the way back to the beginning and go through the entire thing again up to where you were. So we're like, because it's getting late because we play together like late at night and we need to sleep. So we're like, we can't log off to change versions because then we're gonna have to do it over again. So it's like we're just done for the night. And we would come back to it. We would try doing it again. And this happened multiple times. And eventually, with the help of the residents, the people who did complete the map, we both made it to the final level, level 15, which is the hardest level by far, obviously, because it's the last level. And you're not supposed to get help from the residents, but that really depends on which resident is helping you, because some of them break the rules, some of them don't. But you're not supposed to get help. And at that point, it was really late, and I think my Minecraft actually crashed, and the autosave feature was still broken, so obviously I was like very devastated, or at least I feel like I would have been devastated. To be fair, I do not remember exactly, but he continued, and I was just like, I'm done, I'm gonna go to bed for the night. And turns out he got stuck. He was streaming it, I was watching him, and he got stuck at this one part. We couldn't figure out where to go, so he quit there, and for a while, neither of us ever went back to it. And then I, somewhat recently, started to pick it back up again, and I started going through the entire thing again. I remembered most of the map. I had to figure out some parts, but for the most part, I could like easily make my way through. And I eventually made it to the part where I had previously. Thank you for the follow. Jabbers? I don't know. Pronouncing usernames is weird. It doesn't work. Everyone pronounces my username dgvamber instead of dgvamber, so fair enough. I get it. I guess it sucks not being able to pronounce a username right, because it's like, whoops. Brainco Burr, no problem. Oh, that was a subscription. Thank you for the subscription. dgvamber just makes sense. Yeah, I assume so, because that's what everyone says. So I always have to clarify. But I made it to the part of the map where I didn't know where to go from there. and I would get help from the residents. And this is recent. So I would try and get through the map, but I would keep having to leave because it's getting late at night, and I just didn't make it to the very end. And at that point, autosave was still broken, so I would just constantly have to go through the entire map again. And I think I started doing this maybe like 2 times a week, maybe daily. I don't really remember. And at this point, I memorized the map. I knew where I was going. I knew the routes. I knew all the like secrets and tricks and stuff. I knew how to get through everything, up until the final level. And at that point, I was just like, okay, I am determined to finish this map. I want to get resident so I can just fly through, so I can teleport to people, so that I can say that I have completed and defeated this map. And the day that I finally did was so sweet. Thank you for the follow, Calico. And I finally beat it with the help of a resident, even though it was past level 15. I was stuck, and to be fair, I had the right idea, I just wasn't clicking in the right place. So I can show you when I switch over to Minecraft, but I got help for that one part, and then the rest was easy to go, and it was just a matter of making the jumps and stuff. But I finally beat the map. I have resident, so I can fly and teleport. Thank you for the follow, LilNess13. LilNess13. And here I'm going to show you, and I have the resident role, so I can teleport and I can fly. But my goal today is to speedrun the map, because there's a special speedrun role that you get if you complete it under 16 minutes, which I have not been able to do. I've only been able to do around 20-21 minutes, so hopefully I could get close. Alright, we're switching over. I'm going to pull up some music just so that we can vibe. And here we go. Thank you, I got it. It's a free download. Not video settings. Yeah. Whoops. Oh my god, my controls got swapped. Bruh. Okay, there we go. Now I can properly do things. Yes, I use E to sprint. Here we are. So I am a resident, so I can fly. But in order to do this speed run, I need to do that so that I don't accidentally fly and ruin it. So this is the start. It's just this big cube with a bunch of different levels, and you just gotta... You seem familiar. Hello there, Arsenalter. I seem familiar. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I can't tell if you're like a friend that's messing with me or not, because that sounds like something my friends would do. But I am really just all over the internet, honestly. Whether I'm active in every like part of the internet is questionable. Here, before I start speedrunning, let's just take you through how amazing this map is. So, as if you plan on playing this, which I doubt, then don't watch unless you want to know like where you're supposed to go. But basically you start down here, it's in your level 1. It's like this little dining room house place. So you just go up here, pretty obvious, there's nowhere to go here. Cross the chandelier, and you turn around here. They're like holes, and they have hints. Wait. What? Wait. I knew that there were shortcuts, but I did not realize there was one this early on. I am a rookie voice actor. I have been working to do voice acting. I've been looking to participate in voice acting projects. Currently, I am in VA Rookies. I play Jiro in the My Hero Bunny series, and I do like monster sounds for the Omega event. And I recently have been doing Lumine voices for the same rookie project for any Genshin comics they have. And I also play Narumi Sunrika in Danganronpa Age of Despair, which only so far the prologue has been uploaded, prologue and character trailers. I think that's all my voice acting works. Otherwise, I just have a bunch of auditions and whatnot on Casting Call Club, and then I'm in some servers. Yeah, so that's a shortcut. It is very cool. It's very fun. I hope to be part of like even more active stuff. Like for example, Omega event recently opened auditions for, what am I doing? I want to show you the map. Omega event recently opened auditions for the Jade Stranger, and I auditioned for that. Hopefully I can get a part, but like I already work for them as monsters, and it's just fun seeing what's going on behind the scenes already, so I'm chill with that. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I read Amber for the Genshin for the voiceover project, or what? VO is it? Yeah, VO Town, when they held the event. That was fun. I enjoy those. Okay, so if you ignore that shortcut, which I'm totally going to use during the speedrun, by the way. You come through here, normal parkour jumps, la-da-da, and then you come in here, which is a room that actually you can go into if you jump here. If you do not realize that you jump up here, which is me and my friend first came in here, you come into this room and they have signs with like tips and hints and stuff. So white carpets have fences under them. That is important information for later. And every tips and trick shown in like these early levels show up in the later levels. So like hint, jump to here, you know, and then the chest, and you crouch along, and it's like, oh, there's a hint, right? So once you realize that there's no way to progress in this room, and that you go up there and around, you end up here. Good challenge failed, do not fly. And you go down, and plop, you're in level 3. And then level 3, that they got this like really cool dragon here. Just like nice to admire. And there's like a bunch of rocks, and if you walk around, you eventually find a sign that says like hint, look in the last rock or something. And that just means through here, this is the last rock. And you progress. And then, you know, you're like, oh, what, I can't do this. This jump is impossible, you know? But then you see this hint, jump too hard, you miss something at the dragon, and at the dragon there's a hint saying that you just skip all that, come around here, and you make it. Easy peasy. Then the exit is in the dark. You just turn around, it's right behind you. Watch your step. Okay, ignore that. That didn't happen. And then it's like you can Minecraft mechanics, you know, while you can walk between fences and walls. That comes in use later, I'm pretty sure. And then you make it to the snow area. And it's like, it's really cool. I haven't taken the time to stop and admire it because I have gone through this map so many times, and I was just so determined to just get to the end that I really kind of just stopped admiring everything. What? I think I just found a secret that only residents can get to. What? What? I'm finding so many things, you guys. Dennis and Paul's HQ. What? That's not even— oh! So if you're like a resident, I guess, you can come in here and mess with players, just being like in places that they wouldn't expect you to be. Unless, can you get up there? I don't think so. Yeah. No, I think only residents that can fly up there can get up there. That's pretty fun. You're not an avid Hypixel player. Resident means it's basically like giving permissions to players in your house. So the housing section of Hypixel is as its name. You build houses, but a lot of people just build stuff like this, like cool maps and stuff. So depending on the settings that you allow, residents can build, residents can fly and teleport to people. So in this case, if you're not a resident, you can't fly or teleport, you just have to get through the map. And at the very end, there's a pressure plate that's like, stand on this to get resident, and then poof, you can fly and teleport and do all the cool stuff. So we got these nice little igloos. There's this one, you know, carpet, and then the exit. Just making sure there aren't any like other shortcuts getting colder. Yeah, so you're supposed to fall down the fire. And unfortunately the fire freaking stays there, which is annoying, but whatever. And you walk through, and then you reach, oh, it's like a tusked creature, tusked mammoth? It's like a mammoth skull. Yeah, there it is. And then you run up here, and you speed through, and you make sure not to fall down there, and you come down here, and there's lava dripping. And then you jump up here, and you're like, oh, where do I go now? Well, remember, white carpet has fences under them, so you jump here, whoosh, and you made it to level 5. You are now in the mines. So we got all these like cool things that I never really look at, because again, I'm always just rushing through. Come through here, and this jump is annoying because when you swimming up water is so slow. Look at this, so slow. You just swim up the water, get up here, jump across to here. Now this part, this is where, you know, things start tripping you up. There are different paths to go, different places, you know, different places to get lost, right? The correct path is right through here. Jump over. And then at this point, you're like, oh, what now? Can I go through here? No. Is there anything over here? I don't know. I haven't gone over. But the thing is, stairs, wall, and then you make this jump, and then you go to here. And poof, you made it to the area that is otherwise unreachable. And then from here, it's really annoying. There's a chair right there, and Hypixel makes it so that you can... Yes, woolly mammoth. That's what it is. Hypixel gives you chairs that you just right-click and you can sit on, and they utilize that. I wouldn't say a lot in this map, but they utilize it like it's necessary to know this information. Yeah. So that's how you get across there. And then just more jumps, nothing important. Jump from here to here, and then into the lava. And then once you're in the lava, you swim up, and you make it to checkpoint 1. And you need to make sure to step on those, because if it does not register, and you fail a jump and get sent back really far, that sucks. For example, like, there's a... Actually, I don't remember. Ignore me. And then this is a really, like, pretty place, right? You got like a windmill, you got a nice little river, nice little pond, and it's just really pretty, right? Really pretty. So what you do here, you go inside here, do the jumps, and then you make it to the top. You make it up here, and at some point it said under green carpets is slime. That is important to note because these are green carpets, and underneath them is slime. So to make this jump, you just gotta bounce, and bam. That jump can be annoying sometimes if you like hit your head or you jump at the wrong spot. And this is just a classic door maze. The pathway is to the left through here, and you make it. And I think there's in that same area with the windmill and stuff, there's a shortcut, but I don't know how to get there. So I don't know. And then from here, walking. You come out of a fireplace and you're on fire again. And what most people do, they're gonna come over here they're gonna be like, oh, how do I get here? Like, what do I do from here? There's a sign that tells you, it's like, oh, you went too far. So what you actually do, come up on the bottom stair, hop to the other bottom stair, and then you make it jump across into the painting. Ooh, secret pathway. Make sure you don't fall. Jump into the painting again, and you made it past. Trapdoors only stay open a few seconds. So you just jump along the trapdoors here until you make it here. Level 7, the dungeon. Jump down, you are in the dungeon. You look around, you know, there's stuff. And people generally will be like, hey, like, I can't make this jump. This jump isn't possible. Why can't I jump to this? You know, like, why can't it let me jump? Well, we found out that in order to do this, you have to come on. You have to sprint on. And then you make it. And then you can jump. And then this gets really annoying because the trapdoors are on both sides, meaning you have to get dead center. And that, sorry, choking on my spit. If you get dead center, you have to, if you don't get dead center, then you get stuck and it wastes time, and that always messes me up on me trying to get speedruns in the past. But then you get through the water. And then you go here, and it's like, oh, do I go through this door? Nope, because that will just take you back around. What you actually do is bottom step, wall, and up the ladder. And then you do hops until you get up here. Okay. 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 And once you're here, jump into the water, and look, you're back. You're back. Someone's having a fun time. So there's like a, because if you come around here, there's a shortcut, but I don't know how to get here. I don't know. There's a shortcut here, and I don't know how to get there, and I don't know. But the hint is cloud. You jump across the clouds, you zoom. And now you're here, and now, oh, there are people. And then you do jumps here, you just jump down to there, jump down, whoosh, jump across, crouch, and then you make it. And continue. There's a point where me and Kirby Catcher were jumping, and I kept falling. Like, I could not for the life of me make those jumps, even though now I could do them easily, and it was really annoying. Anyway, here's more wall jumps. You jump flower pot, stairs, and then you jump here, and then on top of the wall, and then you make it. Going down the ladder, and then from here, most people would go over here, you know, they'd explore, they'd probably find a hint saying, hey, go back, this isn't the right way. The right way is to go, whoop, right up here. Yeah, the map really is pretty. Like, again, I haven't been taking the time to really look at it and just admire it, like, because it must have taken a long time to build, you know? There's just so much detail, and, you know, once you figure out the routes, you really don't focus on everything else. And then you jump across, try to avoid hitting your head, and bam, easy peasy. Most people would be like, ooh, what's in here? I don't actually know what's in here. Oh, it's a hint. You just keep going. There's a black banner trying to trick you. You go back here. That's not the way. That's actually the way back for if you failed the jump. That's over here. This one I couldn't figure out for the longest time. But basically, you drop here, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I do from here? Do I jump like up there? It's not doing anything. You just jump forward. It's not that hard. And you make it. And there's some swimming in the lava, more annoying fire, but whatever. Whoop, there's a lot of just this. Some water to get the fire off. Bam. And we should still be in the mines. This is just more jumping. This is annoying to fly through because you can't. And now you are in level 9, the pyramid, which one of the first times I was doing this with Kirby Catcher, it caused me a lot of suffering. And I'll show you why. There's one part in particular that was really annoying. And these stairs are really awkward if you gotta go like side to side. And then you boing, jump, And then people mostly run over there, but there's probably a hint over there. It's being like, nope, this is the right path. Right to the left here. Right to the left. To the right, to the left. And then you make it up here. And then there's a palm tree. For some reason, there was like some point where I couldn't do the jump from this leaf to that one, and I kept falling, and I was really annoyed. But you just jump cactus, cactus, leaf, leaf. From here to here, and then you make your way up here. And then you do this, like they utilize this, just the not full blocks, a lot, which is really cool. And like it's even here, so you can't jump from back there. You have to jump from the edge, and it's a lot of detail put into it. And then there's also some places you can go. You go down here, make sure not to fall, and then boom, you make it to the temple, I guess. This part annoys me, and still annoys me, because it's so time consuming, because you hit your head so much. For example, like I'll be doing this if I'm failing the jump, and I'll hit my head here, and like I can't get up the block, and then I'll hit my head here trying to get to this jump. Of course, when I'm not actually trying to do it, I get it first try, but every other time, it's gonna happen on the speedrun. It's gonna happen when I actually try to speedrun, I bet you. Where I just jump, and I'll hit my head somewhere here, and I'll make it, or I'll try and sprint, and I'll like over jump and fall off, or like I won't crouch in time and fall off. It is the most infuriating thing ever. And when we were first going through this map, it took me so long to make this jump, even though Kirby Catcher did it fine. Anyway, anger aside, you make that jump, come down here, and then everything's fine, everything's normal. You climb your way around the temple until you make it here. You go up, up, and then make sure not to fall. From here, you jump here, and then you crouch your way up onto here. And again, see, they're utilizing the block width so that you have to make sure you don't like hit your head, you know? What does that say? Get to the top of the pyramid, yeah. So normally you would make that jump. And then, yeah, you can't go through there, so you have to jump down here. And this part is fine here, but if you jump wrong here, you fall back down. Where do you fall down even? You just fall back down to the temple. So you have to make sure, because especially because these walls aren't false or smooth, you have to make sure you're not like getting caught on it or anything. So you kind of crouch and then just jump, sprint over. And then you make it, and then you jump to the top of the pyramid like it told you to. And then at this point, you can then make the jump. You can then make the jump to this next part. And here, I don't really need to show you. It's just more jumping until you make it to here, through the painting, up. Just another chance to admire the gold vault that's here. You know, that's why I fell. I didn't fall on accident. I fell to show you the wonderful building that we have here. And then you make it up the ladder. And then you make it to level 10, the Kraken. And let's just take a moment to admire the beauty of this part. Look at this thing. Look how angry it is. Look at the ship that it's got. Like the tentacles, the clouds. There's like a cloud of lightning here that I never noticed. We got some storms going on. And there's a whole other level down there. We will get there eventually. This is like supposed to be a volcano. And this also messes people up because if you climb all the way up here and then come out, there's no way to get back once you get off of this block. And there's like a hint here that's like, oh, you made it too far, you gotta go back in the lava. And it's like, you have to go through the whole thing again? Yeah, you have to go through the whole thing again. And the whole thing includes climbing up on the tentacle, jumping around, trying not to hit your head, landing on the flag, onto here, and then onto the ship. And as residents, you can actually like open things. Like for example, in the past, you had to be able to open the trapdoors to jump across them in the windmill area. You just jump through. Some carpets will have gates under them. That's generally for like, there's a gate here that like will prevent you from moving, but that's for some reason just automatically always open. So this doesn't even matter. So you just walk across fine. And now you are under the water. And this part also we needed help from a resident. But like, you jump down here, you kind of like, oh, where do I go? What do I do from here? Turns out you just jump from here. And you have to do this in a very particular way. You have to avoid this block, which people generally, they're like trying to jump to here from here. It's just not gonna work. Mechanically, I don't know why, but you have to jump from here. I can do this jump. I have to be able to, how am I supposed to speedrun this map if I can't even do it when I'm not trying? There. You have to jump, crouch, and then you'll make it. Is there anything special up here? Is it just more? No, it's just a place for you to accidentally fall back and make backwards progress. You just keep going here. Jump up. Pretty self-explanatory where you're supposed to go. So nothing misleading you. And then make it to the lava. This is the volcano section that I showed you earlier. So most people, not expecting to having to swim in lava, will parkour their way up through the smoke until they make it to, oh my gosh, make it to here, where it's like, oh, where do I go now? And then it's telling you, you gotta go back. This is the wrong way. And then you gotta do that whole thing again, which when you don't have the ability to fly, gets really annoying. So what you're actually supposed to do is to go down the lava down here. And this is also really annoying, because you're under the lava and you can barely see anything, and there are multiple pathways to go. I have no reason to show you the other pathways, so the real pathway is just through here. And if you can't see it, there's a door here. So for the longest time, we couldn't figure out where to go. Until I was just right-clicking in the lava. It's like, there's gotta be a chair or a door or something. It was a door blocking the way. And then from here, you like swim up the lava to get there. Jump across up till you're up here, and then you can swim up the lava to get through here. Self-explanatory, nothing misleading. Get the fire off. And here, that carpet isn't green, but there are slime blocks under them. If you just jump down, you'll see it's slime blocks. So you just have to jump from that block there, jump on the slime, and get through here. Easy enough, easy enough. So we are still, the last level was Kraken, so we are still technically here. See, that's the thing. Sometimes this doesn't register because you don't like stay on it. And so if you mess up past this checkpoint and you teleport back to checkpoint 1, that's a lot of progress lost. See, so I learned the lesson the hard way. If you are doing this, you have to make sure you're getting those checkpoints. Especially if the autosave is broken. Like it was for the entire time I was doing this. Anyway, this part is really big, so we'll just take a second to kind of walk around, kind of admire everything. There's little, like, secrets, misleading things. For a long time, I was trying to figure out, like, what's got to do here? Hint, wrong way. It's like, oh, there's nothing got to do here, that's what. You got, like, little fishies. Where's their face? Fishies? Or is it like a... Is it sushi? I don't know what it is. But it's there. They're floating. They're swimming around. It's nice. At the bottom of the Kraken. Anyway, eventually, you go through here. Nope. Go through here, and there's a lot of vines. These are blocking something, but I wonder what it is. If you fall down constantly, you kind of wander around. There is a sign somewhere that says hint vines. Is it this one? Yeah, hint vines. So the trick here that even after that hint we had to get shown by a resident was that you jump from this block and you crouch so that you're climbing across the vines, which you can see right there, so that you're shifting across the vines so that you can make it to this block. And then you jump down. Oh, that's sushi. It was definitely sushi that's swimming. And this part entirely is self-explanatory. You're just jumping to get on the ladders until eventually you make it up here. And then you jump across the thundercloud, across the normal cloud onto the top of the palm tree. From the top of the palm tree, you jump up here onto the Kraken tentacle. And this part also, we had to have a resident show us what to do here. You drop down, and if you try dropping down here, it's not gonna work. You have to, how do I, you have to jump and crouch so that you catch the ledge, because as you can see, this isn't a full 2 blocks. This is actually, is it, or am I just making stuff up? I'm just making stuff up. These are full 2 blocks, but the slabs make it weird. I don't know what's happening. It looks weird. That's probably what I'm getting. And then you make it, you go to the right. Yeah. It's just a small maze, nothing important. And then the cave. And this is where it's the first time where it's like, oh, we're playing on 1 point not lower than 13. It was either 15 or 16. I don't remember when 16 came out. And at this point, we're like, let's go to bed. Because we're not playing in the right version. And if we leave, our progress resets. But we are here now. And I am on 1.8, 1.9, so it's fine. Climb up the vines. Don't need that. Don't need to waste your time. This jump gets really annoying. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. If you just jump from the bottom here, you land here, and then you can make it through fine. But it's really annoying purely because if you miss the jump, climbing up the water is the slowest thing in the world, and it's just really annoying. Hint, don't look down. Where am I supposed to go? How do I jump across here? Joke's on you, there are barrier blocks. You can walk fine, you don't have to worry about falling. What you do here, climb over here. There's a lot of extra stuff, you know, hints and whatnot. I don't think there's like much not seasonal, much visual stuff to see here. It's just the clouds and all the rock and stone. You jump across here, get up, and get up here through a lot of twisting and turning. And then you make it here. And then, hint, you can just try to get to the need to do a stand at see exit. Why don't you when you put all the letters together, it spells chest. Why does it spell chest? Because this chest isn't real. You can just fall through. Bam! You are in the next part of the map. You see this sparkle here? This is a launcher that does not always work, and it's always really annoying. But that's how you do it. It just launches you into the hole. You just gotta aim right. This part, also really annoying. This is slime. You have to, like, sideways jump, but even then, this isn't even where to go. F5 where it's hard to see. So, this part's really annoying, because the entire section here is in the lava. So this is all you see. So when you don't have the route memorized, you are swimming through this lava blind, and you don't know where you're supposed to go. But because I have it memorized, you go to the end, second block, and then you just swim up and hold forward, and then you make it through the trapdoors. Oop, up the ladder. And then there's more of this section. I didn't realize what this section was. It's just the outside of the cube. You're just traversing along the outside. That's all it is. Climb up. Oop. This section, also really annoying, utilizes bouncing off the slime onto a higher area a lot. Do I show it? You just go like around here, around, you get to here, from here you jump on the slime to get here, then you go up, jump from the slime to get to here, jump here, jump from the slime. This jump here is really annoying. You jump from the slime to get to this part, make it up, and then you are in a bunch of cobwebs. There's a bunch of cobwebs. All of these can slow you down if you take the wrong step. What you do here, don't go down there because that's wrong. But if you do this sucks. Oh, there. You just have to avoid it. And then cobweb, you just jump here. Make sure not to fall. That will be very sad. Bam, you've made it. More slime. For some reason, this jump hates me. Not this time, though. Why do I feel so defeated over being able to do jumps? That should not I should be happy that these jumps are working for me, because I need them to. Anyway, you are at the very top of the map. Wow, look at that. Make sure you don't fall down. These things are tricky, the tall grass. But you make it across. Jump across the clouds. Make sure you don't fall, because that's gonna hinder your progress. And then you make it to level 13, the swamp. In the swamp, just water, you swim through, and then you got this really pretty, I guess this is like a chopped off tree here. There's a little tree in the corner. There's a piggy bank, because piggy banks live in the swamps. In case you didn't know, now you do. So basically you're supposed to jump from here to this slab, which is a really annoying jump because you just gotta get it right. It's one of those jumps where you just have to get it right because there's no easier way of doing it. You jump here because there's no other way to get up here at all. Right, and then this is a fence of some sort, so you can't do anything there. So you have to jump from there up here, and then you can make it. You do a bunch of jumpy jumps, get to the cloud, jump from the cloud to the tree, and this part is another part where Kirby Catcher and I got stuck and eventually logged off for the night, having to reset our progress because we could not figure out where to go. You're just supposed to come over here. This water is slightly higher, meaning you can swim up and hop onto the block and continue along your merry way. This, once we made it past here, this was very confusing. You jump past there and it's like, where are we supposed to go? For the longest time, I'm like, oh, maybe you jump from here to here, to like, turns out, this is a painting! This is a painting! You can just walk through it. So you walk through the painting and then you make it to the inside of the tree. It's like a nice little house. And this was also very confusing. We're like, resident, where do we go? Turns out, more mechanic things. How long does it normally take to speedrun this map? Well, to get the official speedrun roll, you have to complete the entire map in 16 minutes or less. For me so far, I've only been able to complete it in around 20 or 21 minutes. But obviously when you're like first running through the map, you have to know the route, or you have to figure out the route, you have to go through all the little misleads and tricks and stuff. But once you've memorized it, it's easy to go, you know where to go. It's just a matter of getting the jumps right, making sure you're not like falling in places you're not supposed to fall, all that jazz. So to get the speedrun roll, you need to complete it in 60 minutes or less. So from here, you crouch, because there are chests, and then you go through the painting. And I don't know why the hint is here, because how are you supposed to see it? I answered my own question. Anyway, you go down here. You're in the roots now. I don't know. You go down here, and it's like, oh, well, there's nothing here. There's a door. Turns out there's a painting behind the door. And now you are an emerald. Level 14, second to the last one. The last level is really long. Anyway, we are getting there. This can get you stuck if you do not remember the mechanics. Again, we had to have a resident show us where to go. There are all these paintings. They don't lead anywhere important. What you're supposed to do is there's a chair behind this painting that you right-click and sit onto. Do I go down here? Nope. You turn around and go to the second chair. Now you're where you're supposed to be. From here, it's at this point, level 14 and on, where the levels get a lot less railroady and a lot more spacious and expanded. And if you do not know the route, you waste a lot of your time exploring and figuring out where to go. Because there is a lot to look at. There are a lot of different paths to go down. There's a lot of places that you can jump to and explore. And a lot of it does not take you anywhere. So basically, people will go along. They're like exploring. Under that, you figure out that slime. And for a while, you know, you're like, oh, am I supposed to jump from here? Am I supposed to be able to bounce off the slime and land here? Because this is the end goal. Turns out, no, you cannot do that from here. You have to go back around to these glass panes, fall through the little hole they make it up here, you jump, and then you have to jump from here. And if you jump from the slab and go, that's gonna cause me a lot of pain later, you guys. I'm going to struggle so much on this jump, but you have to jump off the slime and round about to land there. And then at this point, when I was picking this up again, I really had no idea where to go, so I had to wait for a resident to tell me. This button does nothing. But what you're supposed to do, you jump from here, and there is a place to go here. The slime is here. Here. That's not right. That's not right. You bounce from the slime so that you can land up here. And then you progress. And then you jump down the hole, but don't fall too far because you have to make it here. Because if you fall down there, you're screwed. And you have to start over again from some place that you don't want to be. Hamid's Corner. Cool. You travel along, it's a lot of just repeating things. And you're like, oh, can I get here? No, you can't. What's down here? Nothing important. What you're supposed to do is you jump. Moobot is really struggling. I think I need to change my Twitch bot. You jump from here through the cobblestone walls onto the slime, and then you make it. And then, at this point, you're like, oh, where am I supposed to go? Do I jump from here? I'm supposed to do a boing and a boing, but I don't have enough momentum. I don't have enough height. You have to jump back here. And then, don't do that. That's not how that you do it. Boing, boing. I made it! There you go. That's how you do it. And then at this point, where do I go? You explore. Can't go to the nether. Nothing important there. Turns out, go boing, boing. That's your goal. And then you basically jump up to the highest point that you can possibly get to. It's the escape time planning room. You jump to the... Sorry. You jump to the highest point you can. Oh god. And then bounce. Bounce to the final destination. Oh. Here it is. Level 15. Nightmare. Because it is. It is a... It's such a nightmare. I really hope I remember where to go in the slime maze. There's a slime maze, and if you don't know where to go, it eats up a lot of your time, so I need to remind myself the path there. So the rule is residents aren't allowed to help on the final level. Some do, some don't. I personally borderline don't. Borderline, I borderline, there's a border, it's a line. I kind of help people. There's a point where it's like, I'll show you through the maze, and you have to keep up with me, because I'm not gonna go back and wait for you. I don't know. So you jump to here, and you're supposed to land on that slime block and jump to the corner of this block. Specifically the corner, because you cannot reach any other part. So this jump can also be very infuriating. But eventually, you make it. And then you jump across to here. And this is the beginning of the slime maze. Let's test my memory. So you go down. It's a slime maze, so I'm not going to show you around the slime maze. It's just a lot of this. You go here. Jump. Jump. Around here. Down to the left. Yes, yes, yes. Here. No. No. One more. One more. One more up the little staircase. Don't fall up the staircase. Don't fall. Yeah! I remember. I remember. And then you're supposed to not do that. You're supposed to not hit your head. You do this. Bam, you make it. Easy peasy. More sparklies. But people generally go here first. Oh, how do I get there? You can't. There's nothing over here. what you're supposed to do is that because these launch you, because they're sparkly, you jump. Come on. Come on. Stop being broken. There we go. It launches you up here, and then there's just a bunch of like ladders and chests that you just climb up, and then you make it up. And then this is the part where Kirby Catcher got stuck and never continued, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot here to explore. All of it is pointless. What you really do is just through the wheat. There's a little pathway hidden here. More water. This is where I needed resident help, even though they weren't supposed to. I got it. I don't remember who helped me. But I had the right idea. I was like clicking around everywhere. You're supposed to click to this half slab. It's just I was too close, so I couldn't actually get the hitbox for the chair. But you do that. Climb up, and you make the checkpoint 3. The glorious checkpoint 3. And at this point, it's easy. You're at checkpoint 3. You have really no worries unless you like get all the way up and fall down, but you don't lose a lot of progress. There's nothing here. Like I said, there's nothing here. What are you supposed to do? You just jump, and it's really, I don't need to show you because it's just a lot of jumping. Jump around, jump onto here, go down. No, come on. Baroque virus. Jump across. Jumpy jump, jump, jump. That's what parkour is. You get on the stair, and then you have to jump from this ladder to... This used to not be here. There used to not be a painting here. They made it harder. You're supposed to jump from the ladder to the other ladder, which used to be visible, but is no longer visible. Just to make it all that much harder, but you jump. Jump, jump, jump. There's nothing there. You're back on the outside. Whoop, climb up. Onto the flag, onto the flag, onto this part. Fall down, but don't fall down all the way, because then you have to do all that over. Jump. And if you miss this jump, you have to start over as well. So make sure you make it. Climb up the slime, get up to here. Now you are on top of the like castle place. And if you explore back in level 14, you find that there's this slime block and you can see the parkour end and it's teasing you. So like if you're in this room and you just can't figure out where to go, which was my issue, I was stuck and I'm like, I have no idea where to go from here. I've explored every corner. Well, technically I did. Because again, the only thing that was stopping me was the chair. But I've explored everywhere. I don't know where to go. Help me. A resident came in and it's just like, wrong place. And I'm like, what? Anyway, because there's nowhere to go from here. The slime doesn't bounce you high enough to go anywhere significant. Yeah. So the real point that the slime comes is when you make it all the way up here. And then from here, even this isn't high enough. Because, watch, if you tried going from here. What? What? The heck? Did I land, like, directly in the... See? It's not high enough. Luckily, if you do that, you have checkpoint 3. So you don't fall all the way back. Hello, Intermelon. Anyway, you have to do this jump, which is also one of those, like, make it or break it jumps that are really annoying. But you walk around, go around here, and use the slime blocks. You make it up here, and lo and behold, and then you've completed it. You can get resident. If you speed ran, you can... Warning, don't step on plate if you speedrun tag, because speedrun... Blah, blah, blah. It's technical stuff. See, sub 16 minutes for speedrun. You have to join the Discord. Sorry, my throat's dry. So anyway, that is the map. And it is very intricate and very long. And oh my god, someone completed it in 9 minutes. Oh. I definitely can't do that. but I will definitely try to get sub 16. See, res rules, no helping with entire levels, don't, it's whatever. The person is like never online anyway, so. That is the map. And now that I have shown you the map, it is time to suffer through the map. Now that I know where that first shortcut is, I'm going to use that. I don't really know how to commentate from here because I'm going to be focused on trying to not mess up because it is a speedrun. But we're just going to go for it. We're going to see how it works and hopefully things don't go bad. Okay, so yes. Shortcut. This is a beautiful thing. Just skip the entirety of level 2. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Down the ladder. Round to the half slab. Stop sprinting here because that... whatever. Back around. Watch your step. At this point, I am lessening on talking because I want to be able to not mess up. Go into the fireplace. I think my playlist ended. Oh god. I can't fix it now. I have the Optifine light on because when I was on fire I was emitting light. Whoops. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. No, stupid mistakes. No, stupid mistakes. We got some Amber loves in the chat. Nice to see it. Nice to see it. The music ended. It's so quiet. Oh god. I need my speedrun music. No. Okay. I'm distracted enough. I will pull up the music again. I'm not gonna pull up the dream speed music because that on repeat will get annoying. It's gonna play. It's gonna play. What is happening? My voice is going, you guys. It is going and it is going. Okay. We're gonna try again. So that is definitely not gonna give me a good run. Oh yeah, cookie. They deserve a cookie. Alright, let's try again. Back at the beginning. That sucked. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Let's try that again. See, I don't like crouching there, but like I'm afraid to miss it. So I don't know if it really does a difference. God, that shortcut's so good. I wish I knew where the other ones were. I mean, as a resident, I assume I could just fly around and look for them, but like... It'll take so much work. Why can't I ever do this jump on the first try? Why? That should not be a problematic jump. Neither should that. These jumps should not be failed on the first try. They should not be taking extra time to complete. All those jumps should be jumps that you get first try and just keep blazing through, you know? Okay. Shortcut. This is gonna save me a lot of time. Except for all the dips and friggin' drops in it. Go through. Make sure I don't do any stupid... Stop sprinting here. Why can't I do this on the... that's so annoying. I'm irritated. Can you tell I'm irritated? Because I keep bumping my head on things that I should not be bumping my head on. And that makes me irritated. So, how are your guys' days? Let's get some chatting in the chat. Unless you're lurking, which, if you're lurking, thank you for hanging out. I am glad that you are here. and I'm glad that you chose to come hang out with us. By the way, everyone gets a cookie. I didn't say that earlier, but you all get cookies. If you want to keep track of your cookie score, do that somewhere else, because I don't have anything set up for that yet. But how was everyone's day? It is Monday, first day of the week. You know, we're vibing, having fun. I mean, my day... Oh, that's good to hear, Cal. Well, my day has been pretty good. I stayed up late last night, so I was a little tired this morning, but it was whatever. I got bubble tea, so that was nice. I made progress on my English. So overall, it was a pretty good day. Pretty decent. Nothing special, other than the bubble tea. The checkpoint doesn't really matter, because if I fail a jump enough to have to use the checkpoint, that's pretty much the speedrun ruined. What about you, Wintermelon? How was your day? Did you guys do anything fun? Did anyone do anything fun? Anything interesting? Find any fun, cool videos or anything? I found a... Oh. Oh, they changed the trapdoors. They changed things. Why did they change things? Okay, if I sprint from all the way up there, it's gonna... I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. Maybe I just have to sprint from the corner. Maybe that's how I do it. Because I keep... Okay, this... Oh, yes. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. When you don't get stuck in the iron trapdoors, such a good feeling. Up here, I have learned that there's a jump here that I would always try and like sprint jump, but you don't. Oh. Why would you do that to me? That's supposed to be the jump where it's fine if you do that. I just tried flying. That was so... What? Why is it not working? Why is it not? Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep going. Even though that wasted so much time, but hopefully the shortcut can make up for some of it. I kind of doubt it. But whatever. Oh, you pulled an all-nighter? I hope you get rest tonight. This jump also really bothers me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this isn't gonna be sub 16. Excuse me. Sorry. I guess it'll just be like a warm-up. It's really... Oh my gosh. I so badly just want to toggle fly. But that's gonna ruin it. Man, this map takes much longer when you can't fly. Avoid the ladder. You can do that just to avoid, you know, spending time in the water. The urge to just fly through this entire thing again is so strong, but so pointless, because that is not why we are here. So we are just running through, gotta swim through the lava, try and jump just to get past it. Oh, someone completed it. Nice. This fire is not doing good for my frames, you guys. Okay. We're through. So you gotta like do this whole weird thing. Bam! We made it to the pyramid. Hopefully that jump doesn't cause us too much trouble now that I showed that I could do it first try last time. Okay. Get the jump from that stair specifically. There's a bunch of like TNT in this pyramid, this desert. I don't know why. I don't know why they need TNT. I almost didn't make that. I almost fell off that block. Okay. We're doing good. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna go silent and hopefully... yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was really really irritating. But it's fine. Cuz we've done it. We only have to do it again once I complete this run because haha. I should have turned players off. I could probably do that now. Honestly. Considering that this is definitely not going to be a speedrun run. Wasting time to turn them off really doesn't matter. Okay, let's make it this time, shall we? Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of the negative jumps. That's one of the... Let's try that again, shall we? It's gonna be a lot of this. I hope that's not too terrible. Thank you for the amber love, Cal. Oh, alright. Maybe doing it over again will show me like better ways to do things, you know? Maybe I will get used to the jumps that I struggle with. Maybe things will work. Tomorrow, what should I stream tomorrow? Cause, you know, I'm still working to finish Persona 4, and my friends would probably want me to keep doing that because I told them I would play off stream, but I don't. And I really have not made much progress on it. But also, I want to start doing like more acting related things. I want to do music, but at this point I don't think I can, simply because of the copyright, the whatever, just hammering down DMCA, that's what it is. Twitch hammering down on DMCA stuff. I don't think I can do music like I wanted to originally. So it might just have to be acting and voice acting. One option you hit your head if you do that. One option I thought of was like just pulling up Minecraft adventure maps and doing it from, oh damn it, I shouldn't have done that. Pulling up Minecraft adventure maps and just doing the voices in that. But like that could be saved for Minecraft Mondays. This is just a special occasion because it's, you know, something I knew and just something I came up with that I could do, and so that I didn't have to like look for a map to do. And I've like thought about maybe asking if I can use people's webtoons, or just like have people submit comics that they want me to read, or find some kind of voice acting game. I have considered streaming and or recording a playthrough of Night in the Woods, which is a really fun game. It's I guess old at this point. But I remember when I first watched a playthrough of it, I enjoyed it a lot. Like, it was a really good game. And I even made a cover of the song that's in game Die Anywhere Else on my YouTube channel. I would plug it right now, but I am speedrunning, so I can't. Someone do !YouTube in chat. Pull up my channel. You can find the Die Anywhere Else cover on there. It's old, but it was like when I first started developing. When I first started, this fire is really not good for my frames. It's when I first started uploading lyric videos to my covers instead of using my camera. And I used a great instrumental cover. I used a great instrumental cover for that song. It's a bass cover by Yubs, who actually helped promote it as well when it first came out, which was really nice of him. And you know, I still think it's pretty good. I could do better now, you know, like mixing wise, singing in general. But you know, for when it was made, it's a good cover, you know. Yeah. So, what was I even talking about originally? Streaming tomorrow. So I could start streaming Night in the Woods because they have a lot of fun voices. And originally I was gonna play the off like streamer recording. In fact, I first opened it up in a Discord voice chat with my friends, just because I was bored and I'm like, hey, I want to play some games. Sorry, I had to get that. But as I started playing it, I realized this, like, doing the voices for this is kind of fun. So I kind of want to save that so that I can do it for real. And like I have been kind of doing that for Persona 4 already, except Persona 4 does already have its own voiced lines as well. And it's just kind of an awkward, like, mix of trying to find times to voice it and other times to read it, and I don't know. I feel like it would be more direct if I did Night in the Woods, because that is entirely not voiced and entirely dialogue heavy. At least I think it is. Unless there are other games that are like dialogue heavy. I could also play Undertale, but that... because I have Undertale. I could also play horror games. I feel like that might be entertaining. Although terrifying for me, it would probably be fun to watch, not gonna lie. Because I have FNAF 2, 3, and 4. And then I have downloaded... oh god, no, why? I don't think I can speedrun on stream, you guys. If I have to speedrun and commentate, I'm gonna suffer so much. I'm gonna suffer either in the speedrun or the commentating. There is no both option. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow will come. I'll figure it out. If I can't think of anything else, I'll probably just fall back on Persona. And like, that's fine. Persona's a good game. And I'm sure it'll get better the more I play it. That was the cleanest I've ever done that part. Okay. Come on. Yeah. I have heard of Until Dawn. I do not own it. Is it free? I assume it's not free, right? I have heard of Until Dawn. I don't actually remember what kind of game it is. Is it a zombie game? I genuinely don't remember. Genuinely. Oh, I almost didn't make that. Oh my gosh. That would have sucked even more.
Well,
You're not sure? That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna cry.
No, I mean,
Already know this mic's not
your
working.
microphone.
Yeah, we already know this mic's not working. That's why we got
I
that mic.
know.
So,
I was just showing.
But what if I want to cry?
this, I don't know why you need this now because you got this mic.
Oh crap, I jumped too far. Ah, why? Why is there a block there? You can't swim too low either. Oh, all this map brings is pain. All this map brings is pain. Wendigo. Oh, the lore of the Wendigo. Why can't I do this? Why? Oh my gosh. How do I turn off fire? My speedrun is ruined anyway. What is fire on? Why? No. Can I just turn off fire? Ah, whatever. Oh, great. Now I just have a still fire stuck in my face. Oh my god, life is pain. Okay. Yeah. No, this is not a speedrun. This is... Gemras can't help with... Oh no, I think I don't need... What am I doing? What am I doing? It's story driven to where your decisions matter and you can get multiple endings. Ah, I see. Yeah, the story games are fun. Oh, I feel like playing Detroit Become Human would be fun. Except that's voice acted. But Detroit Become Human is just a fun game. Yeah, see, like that, checkpoint 2 just then didn't register. So if I actually cared, I would have made sure that I stepped on it properly, but I don't care. My run is ruined. I don't need it. I'm doing this purely to figure out what time I get. Which is probably going to be a bad time, considering how much I have... Considering the amount of time. Considering the amount of times I've done stuff like that. Because that will simply make this run not good. The thing is, like, trying new games like that is that they cost money. And I kind of don't want to spend money on more games. Because I already have a bunch of games that I have either downloaded for free thanks to something, thanks to a shared Steam library, thanks to Amazon Prime, or thanks to having actually bought it in the past. I just have a whole bunch of games that I... What? What? That I have... What? 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 Oh. That I haven't played. That I've downloaded, that I've bought, installed, and just haven't played. Okay. Yeah, this run is... Dare I say it, this run is fucked. Why? Come on. Thank you. Yeah. Let's talk about... I know what I can talk about. I can talk about D&D. I have plenty of D&D to talk about. So I am currently... Oh crap, I missed it. Oh no, where is it? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Dungeons and Dragons has been one of the few things keeping me sane this year. I have two main very lovely groups. I technically have a third one, but that one's kind of dead for now. But it's fine. We don't talk about it. But I have two very lovely D&D groups. And both of them have currently active campaigns. And I'm part of 3 currently active campaigns. I am part of... I am part of 2 homebrew campaigns and Out of the Abyss. Which is... I'm having a grand old time in Out of the Abyss, you guys. We're having a grand old time. Can't wait for the next session, you guys. Can't wait for... Hey, Cal. You can't wait for the next session. Can't wait to roleplay my madness level, so I'm at madness level 2. Yeah, I'm at madness level 2, meaning it is my first. I think it's short-term madness, long-term madness, and then something else. So I have reached my first long-term madness, and boy, is it a doozy! Why can't I do this jump? And yeah, it's long term. I can't say anything about it because there's a player in that campaign here. So I'm going to very happily vague talk about it. So, I play a Earth Genasi named Tanzanite, and she is a sorcerer. And she, yes, has gone through a lot. So prior to our current Out of the Abyss campaign, we played, no, why am I freaking out? The run is already ruined. I'm just doing this for the sake of, that was so stupid. Prior to the Out of the Abyss campaign, we had played Lost Mine of Fendelver, where, oh god, am I gonna make this? Please. Please. I didn't jump high enough. I played the character Tanzanite, and in Lost Mine of Fendelver, she was a warlock, and her genie mother was her patron. This is so sad, you guys. Why did I think trying to speedrun this app was a good idea? What part of my brain let me do this? Pain. I'm in pain. Okay, do you think if I just run... We're good. We're good. We're okay. She originally was a warlock. Hello? That's definitely not gonna get me anywhere. This is a person. This is a person. They're probably an MVP. They have the freaking particles on. It's like, okay, yeah, we get it. Thanks for... Ah! I just fell back so far. I'm about to get my first level of madness in real life if I keep this up. I swear to God. Anyway, in Lost Mine, ever. I played a warlock named it's the same warlock. It's the same character, Tanzanite, aka Tansy. It was a warlock with her mother being her patron. Her genie mother gave her powers, and she was a jeweler, and she had a cool choker that acted as her spellcasting focus, which allowed her to. It acted as both her spellcasting spellcasting focus, and genie vessel. I can speak, I swear. I have to do this again. I'm going to sob. And she's a really cool character, and she went through a lot in Lost Mine of Fendelver, as did the rest of our party. And that included a player death. Player character death. A PC death. Fuck. And at the end of the campaign, when we thought we defeated the big bad, we all got poisoned and imprisoned, and then guess what? We're doing Out of the Abyss. Haha, you guys have to escape prison. Oh, what's this? You guys were level... It wasn't level 7, was it? Was it level 7 or level 5? I don't... It was a high... It was... Cause... No, it was level... It was 5? What campaign? Was it the Plains campaign that we ended at level 7? Because I thought we ended at level, like... There was some campaign that I ended at level 7. Anyway, the point is that at the end of Lost Mine of Fendelver, we got, why is this jump? Why is this jump being like this? We got taken prisoner, and all our characters got sucked back to level 1. And our DM was like, hey, if you want to change your class, you are allowed to. And so I'm like, well, if we...
Oh God! I'm such an utter fool. Wow, how could I be such an utter fool? How could I be so stupid?
How could I be simply so stupid? How could I be such a fool, such an utter little fool, such a foolish little fool, the foolish little fool there ever was. Why did I decide that parkour was gonna be my thing? Why did I choose this out of all the things that Minecraft has available to players? Whether it be building, whether it be PvP, whether it be playing in mini games, redstone. Why did I have to pick parkour? It's not too late. I can become an adventure map player. Ugh. God. My eyes sting. Well, this was fun. I'm gonna just... We're just gonna... I have thought about what a D&D mod in Minecraft would be, actually. Like, I thought it would be really cool imagine having a campaign in Minecraft. I just thought that would be pretty cool. Because, like, I mean, I don't know how it would work. You'd have to have the world building, but, like, considering all the Minecraft SMPs out there, like, they're obviously not the same, but they have, like, they're both roleplay based. I guess that's the only similarity, is that they're roleplay based, but, like, I was kind of thinking about it. It's like, could D&D work in Minecraft? And it's like, maybe not like to the full extent that you would want, but I just thought it would be a cool idea. Anyway, I'm going to swap to just chatting for a bit, and I'm going to start going off about D&D because it has been one of the few things keeping me sane. So we are going to do D&D, not ranting, what's the term? D&D, just babbling. Oh, thank you for the follow, Wintermelon. D&D babbling, just chatting. And we're gonna put in this YouTube. We're gonna swap, just chatting. DD. Okay, done. Oh, done. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons isn't a tag, that's fine. Alright, you forgot to follow. My first level of madness was that I had to do, for like, it was either 10 or 7 minutes. My first level of madness was I had to do whatever anyone told me to, because I felt like I couldn't make my own decisions, so I had to do had to let other people do it for me. Yeah. So I lost my dagger to one of the NPCs in our party, who made a bet with her during her first level of madness, so she couldn't refuse the bet. So and also they don't really have anything because they escaped a prison with like the bare minimum of anything. So the only weapon that she took, for some reason, I was dumb and had like a bunch of daggers available to me, but it's like, no, I'll only take one. It's like, what were you thinking? Why did you only take one? You could have had multiple. But I just had one dagger, and I bet the one dagger, and I lost the bet. So he took my one dagger, despite having multiple other daggers. Thanks, Jimjar. Anyway. Now all I have is my magic. Yeah, he had like 5 daggers. The man didn't need mine, but he's just like, I like making bets. Let's make a bet. Tanzanite. Oh, you're on your first level of madness. You have to listen to whatever anyone tells you to do. You wanna make a bet? Yeah, let's bet the only weapon you have. I don't even think at the time I, like, used my magic. I think in canon, here's the gemstone out of nowhere. I was like, fucking Jimjar, dude. Oh no! Oh, I am a fool. That's the thing I forgot to open. You guys, I forgot to open stream labels. This entire time, the new follower has been stuck on People SK. Oh, it doesn't even look good. It's off screen. What's that all about? It's live. Uh-oh. 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 I didn't think about how this would affect the stream because I'm not in studio mode. Am I okay? Are we? Whoops. We're okay. Oh, stream chat got reset. Okay, good. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I was ranting about Jimjar. So, my sorcerer, who at the time of getting her dagger bet away from her, I don't think she even, like, knew she had magic at that point. Because, like, in character, the last thing she knew was that she was a warlock and she had her power coming from her mother through her choker. But without her choker, without her magical choker, she didn't have that power. So yeah, it was definitely, she didn't have anything when her dagger got bet away. So she was basically defenseless. Yeah, I found out, so our party decided to go to the Kuotoa village, and try and find a way out there, get supplies there. And when we made it there, there was a group of Kuotoa who attacked us. And that was the first battle where Tanzanite was like, I'm going to try using my magic despite not having my magic source. And I'm going to see what happens. And she felt a surge of magic energy coming from inside her. She tried Eldritch Blasting them, but instead she cast Magic Missile. So just 3 missiles went and attacked the Kuotoa and just absolutely obliterated it. Yeah. No, that was the... She had an item from last campaign that we were allowed to keep. It was the Heart of Moscow. Moesko. It's basically... She gets 1 charge of Lightning Bolt. So she used that and just obliterated 2 of the Kuotoa. But yeah, so... There's a lot of, like, I don't even remember what the original point was. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. The point was that she... This is a fun character. This is my character, Tanzanite. She talks like this. She has a higher pitched voice. When I was originally... Y'all... Background music has been running this entire time. Despite me already having background music running, and no one thought to told me. I just had 2 sources of music running. Anyway. So Tanzanite, I wonder if I could pull up images. Because I really just want to go off of, on about these characters. I have... No, not you. I have images of them all. I have so many characters. I have like 19 characters right now. And I love all of them. They're all great. And I want to play them all, but I can't because I can only participate in so many campaigns. Okay, if I just... How do I do this? What if I do... You know what? I can just... No, wait. Image. No. I'm sorry. This is so not... I'm not gonna do that. She's an Earth Genasi. She has dark purple skin, and in Lost Mine of Fendelver, as part of kind of her magic and just kind of this like perk about her, she had light blue spots that kind of represented how do you say it? Vitiligo? Vitiligo? Yeah, it resembled vitiligo. So on her dark purple skin, she had these light blue spots all over her that would glow whenever she used her magic. It would like glow or dim depending on the amount of magic she had, which is really cool. But at the end of that campaign, why are there 4 Discord pings? Oh. At the end of Lost Mine of Fendelver, when they got their powers sucked away, her spots disappeared. Her blue vitiligo disappeared. So now she's just a dark purple. She has like a little tattooed gray tattoo design on the side of her face. She has like curly, not really short. She has curly short hair that's like an undercut, and then it parts to the side, and it's a gradient from dark purple to the light blue. And her whole thing was that she like resembled a beautiful crystal, and like she was really pretty, and you know she was like a jewel, and that's why she worked as a jeweler, and she was just really pretty. But now she's just purple, I guess. I wonder if those spots are gonna come back. What else? I have another character who I love a lot. His name is Emrys Rubo. He's a 16-year-old half-elf druid. And I'm being very careful with my words. Because there is still a lot about him that the party has not figured out. I know the one person who I knew for sure was in the group is no longer on the stream. But I don't know if there's anyone else. So and plus, the VOD is going to be available, so not going to take any risks. I'm just going to talk about what is known about him. So, again, he's a 16-year-old half-elf druid. He has short brown hair, nice and fluffy, and with a red tuff in the front. He wears, like, this green jacket thing under just kind of brown tones of shirt and pants, and he has a feather necklace and a little like feather I don't want to say headpiece, but just like, I mean, I don't even know, like hair clip. I don't know, it was just on the designs, it's just on the Pit Crews and Rinmaru where I make all my characters visuals. It was just an option there, so I'm like, that looks cool, let's add that. But they... So, he's a werewolf. I don't... what can I say about him? I don't really... What is known about him? His parents are dead. He, for some reason, refused to stay with his grandparents. So the entire start of that campaign that Emrys is in was that the party had to escort my player to the Queendom of Wardermia so that he could try and find who we assumed were his relatives, thanks to this merchant that they all met up with. The merchant put out the job, and he's like, hey, we need bodyguards to take us to Wardermia and help escort this boy so that he can get to his family safely. And we found his grandparents. They are alive. They live in a nice little village, kind of outside of Wardermia. And, you know, they were really nice people. They were really kind, really friendly. They were very happy to see Emrys. Sorry, I love Emrys a lot. And just thinking about it is making me very happy. So, most of the party accompanied him to his grandparents. And that's like their job, right? That's the end of the job. He made it to his family. However, when Emrys was introduced to his grandparents and when they like stayed in the house and kind of had a little chat, Emrys was like visually distraught, and he had a telepathic, like very short telepathic, not conversation, a telepathic exchange with his grandmother, where he broke the news to her that his parents were dead. Mind you, while he's having this very emotional moment with his grandmother, the rest of the party are having an argument about weed. They're arguing. The village we went to, when we first went to that village, there was an NPC who seemed very high, and so our DM made it canon that they just have weed. And so the grandpa to one of our player characters was like, do you want this? And the player character's like, hell yeah. But then the other player character is like, I don't want to be around you. And then they burst into argument about weed. And I'm sitting there as a player just kind of like, man, this is a really funny conversation. But I have a really fun moment for making it, breaking the humor and just spice, emotion. I love D&D so much, you guys. So anyways, I can't get over the conversation about weed. I'm sorry. The party's having a conversation. A lighthearted conversation. Emrys has this telepathic exchange with his grandmother. Where he's like, my mom and dad are dead. The grandmother's mood shifts. She turns to the grandfather, tells him telepathically. His expression changes, and then there's just a somber moment. And the party at this point is kind of like, what happened? What's up? What just occurred? Why did the mood suddenly shift? And Emrys didn't explain. Alright, I don't... At what point did he tell? Because I don't think he explicitly said that his parents were dead, because he said that telepathically. I don't know, it might have been something the grandparents said, or he might have, like, said it offhand during the rest of the conversation. But anyway, he's like, in summary, he's talking to the grandparents. He's like, hey, you guys are really lovely people, and I would absolutely love to stay and live here with you, but I can't, and I cannot specify why. And he doesn't specify why, and, you know, the grandparents are like, oh, are you sure? Like, was it something we said? And, you know, he's reassuring them. It's like, no, absolutely not. You guys are lovely. It's wonderful, like, knowing that I have relatives I can come to now, but I just can't live with you. I can't stay with you. And with that, they're like, okay, you know, like, if you need us, we're always here. We're always open to you staying with us. It's like, we hope we didn't make a bad impression. And Emrys is, again, reassuring this, like, no, you guys are wonderful. I just can't stay. Music paused for a second. So, the party leave the grandparents' house, and at this point, the party's all like, why did you refuse? What the heck was that? And they're like, you know, we understand your choices, but this is a really good thing for you. You should take this opportunity. You should live with your grandparents. Like, you're too young to be out in the world on your own. But Emrys is really hammering in. It's like, I can't. I am not going to. And I'm not going to tell you why. But I can't. And they're like, okay, well, we gotta go back to the merchant and to the other party member, and tell them, it's like, you're not staying. We have to figure out what's the next step. So, that was the next session for the last session, most recent session. Yesterday, in fact. Sorry, I just remembered how much happened in yesterday's session. A lot happened in yesterday's session. So, basically, they come back. The merchant, Danny Domage, pays the party. It's like, hey, thanks for escorting him. Here's your payment. Thank you for being patient. And then he's like, so, Emrys, why are you here? And it's like, I can't stay with them. Like, thank you for letting me know that I have them, but I can't stay with them. And he's like, why? And again, Emrys just like, I'm not gonna say why. I can't say anything. And so, the party are all kind of like, well, you can't just go off on your own. You're 16. You shouldn't be out in the world on your own. And so eventually the party come to the conclusion that Emrys should go to this small town on the Socran Alliance called Fort Ashwall, with two of the party members who are twins. So he is going to go with the twins to Fort Ashwall, and they are gonna figure it out there. They're gonna see if there's somewhere in Fort Ashwall that Emrys can stay, see if there's a good place for him there. So the party set on the plan. It's like, okay, guess we're going back to Fort Ashwall. And, you know, everyone figures things out. They all have their own reasons to why they're coming with the party. like why we're staying as a party, because, you know, out of character, obviously it's like, yeah, we need this party to stay together, but, you know, you gotta find that in-character reason. But we did it, and we are traveling along the way back to Fort Ashwell. And during one of the night watches, Emrys chooses to have a conversation with one of the twins. He has a conversation with Alhina. So they both take the second watch together, and basically they chat, and they chat about things. And prior to this interaction, they actually, like, I don't think they ever really spoke to each other. So, so going from, wow, these two characters haven't interacted yet, to, wow, we just had a conversation. It was very fun. And I can't wait to see where it goes. Sorry. Again, I love this character very much. Hey, what's up, Paradog? Fellow voice actor. It's great to see you. Anyway, oh, full Ursula. Oh boy. Like, you're gonna sound like her? What is... Please specify. Oh! Oh! Oh. Does that require me signing a contract of any sort? Am I gonna get something in return for this? 'Cause, you know, Ariel got her legs. I can just learn ASL. I can just stick to, like, playing an instrument. I can become a... No. I can become a writer. A good customer service review? You know what? Sure. Let's go with that. Let's have a good... You give me a good 5-star review on Yelp, and I'll give you my voice. That sounds like a fair exchange. It's not like I use my voice for literally everything that I like doing. Man. Be kind of difficult to play D&D without my voice, huh? Kinda... At that point, it's just text roleplay. That's just bringing me back to my 2017 days. It's just like typing out a whole paragraph of actions for my character, you know? Yeah, I can't really say much more about Emrys that isn't spoiler territory. Like, I can just say the rest of the session, we learned a lot of secrets were spilled last session. Not only for Emrys. Well, sorry, no. Not much about Emrys actually got spilled last session. That was the third one where it's like, hey, my parents are dead, you know. But last session, two of our player characters revealed something very big about themselves, which was very fun. Very fun. And I can't wait for the next session. Clipping the voice stealing thing. No, yeah, go for it. It's great. I would be happy to see that clipped. But yeah, so I've explained 2 of my D&D characters and kind of 2 of the campaigns I've been in. There's a third one that isn't as weekly, but it's still wonderful. Like, I'm having a great time in it. And this was actually the first campaign that I joined, because I didn't play D&D for long, actually, until, like, summer of last year. So this campaign, this is a homebrew campaign. So Lost Mine and Phandelver and Out of the Abyss are module campaigns, and then the one that Emrys is in, and the one I'm about to talk about are both homebrew campaigns, which is like, this is great. I have great DMs. I have wonderful friends. I love you all. You guys are awesome. But anyway, I play the character Caliph Carnarvon. I play the character Caliph Carnarvon. She is a, guess what age she is? A 16-year-old tiefling warlock. And she also has, you know, her fair share of problems. But she hasn't revealed them yet. So what can I say about her? She has short blue hair, probably the same length as mine. It's kind of hard to tell on the black hoodie, but it's like around here. She has like dark blue hair, horns. I guess I never really like. I don't remember if I explicitly said which direction her horns curl. Let's see if I can find an image. Oh, ooh, sorry. I spoke too much. Okay, so they're kind of like up here and go up and back. So she's got like horns that, dark blue hair, kind of reddish skin. Obviously it's not gonna be like vibrant red. It's like a pinkish red, whatever. Pinkish red skin, and then her horns like go back like this. This gradient from like the red to white, right? No, it's from the pinkish to a more red. That's the gradient. She has red eyes. She wears like a black cloak, and she is a warlock. And she is a very troubled child. And that I can say because it's obvious within the campaign. She definitely has some issues that she has yet to talk about. At least not to a player character. She's talked about her issues to an NPC, but not to a PC yet. So we'll get there eventually. But it's very funny, just kind of thinking about how we all none of the PCs really know what's going on with each other yet. Like, we've bonded, but I guess not enough, you know? So, yeah, that campaign is fun. It's, this really cool homebrewed world where we, like, there's a cave system, there's a whole, like, war going on, with, like, the races are separated, and they're like, oh, what's it's almost 11 p.m. Anyway. What else can I talk about? I have so many characters. There's another campaign that is on pause. So this is the second campaign that I joined, and is actually what led me to meet a lot of my friends now that I play with. I was able to join a campaign of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I joined a campaign of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and that was the beginning of like this great. It was the big lead-in. Thank you for the follow, Paradog. Welcome. It was the big lead-in into me playing D&D, because again, I haven't actually played it before then. Like, besides the Divided Secret, that was the Caliph campaign. Besides the Divided Secret campaign, I have never like really experienced D&D. Like, I've played in one-shots, but I've never been part of a full campaign. So having Divided Secret, and then having Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which was more of a weekly thing, was really great, because it's like, wow, I get to experience this more often than I ever could have before. And I'm experiencing it with friends, and I'm like having a great time. And like, I say this again, like, D&D has kept me sane throughout the entirety of being quarantined during this paraglider. You know, this entire PEMDAS is so annoying, but at least out of it, I got D&D. And that is something that I'm very grateful for. Whew. Oh. Getting sappy on main. Oh, God. Oh, gotta tone it back. Okay. Whew. My friends have done that before. Paradog, I am just going to say, they have abused hydrate before. I have put a limit on it purely because of them. They freaking in the past, if you there are probably VODs you can see. It's one of the I don't remember which VOD it is, but it's there where they just spam freaking hydrate, and they're like, you gotta take, what is that, 13 drinks, come on, and I'm like, you guys suck. And then I found out while I was editing channel points, while I was like changing the little icons for them, I found out I can add limits to these. I can stop them from trying to drown me. Waterdeep Dragon Heist was run by Evan. You cretin. You cretin. Ooh. Ooh. How dare you limit hydration? I didn't limit it that much. I just put like a time buffer between them. You can still redeem a bunch. Let me actually check how much you can redeem. How do I check how much you can redeem? I'm too lazy. You can redeem. You can find out, you know? Thank you, Cal, for redeeming hydrate. I mean, oh, actually, no. I limited that too. If you, well, yeah, I think I put a limit between when it can be redeemed, and I put a limit on, well, I don't think I put a limit on how many times it can be redeemed per stream. I just I put like a 1 minute buffer in between redemptions. Yeah. So that's probably the case. Anyway, what D&D was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So I play the character Stella Lemian. She is an Air Genasi ranger, and the last remaining member of the OG party that first started the campaign, because the other one died. So that's great. She's a light blue skinned Air Genasi with white hair, like long white hair that goes into two big, I guess, pigtails. And she has a scar across her neck because I'm pretty sure it was either the first or second session where she got knocked down and could have died if I failed all my death saves and wasn't stabilized. So she has a scar across her neck from getting slit in the throat. And yet somehow she's the last remaining member. Currently active member. Cause the party started off big and they kinda... What's the phrase I'm looking for? They kinda pattered out. Okay, yeah, sure. Do you have my Discord? I mean, I'm the same user. You can probably find me on the server, right? Yeah, there you go. I see ya. How do I... Hold on. I'm like trying to add... How do I add notes to people? Nope, that's not what I want. Whatever. It's to the right of my room. Like, cause this is my right. My right? Left. This. What, this poster? are you talking about this poster? Did I look horrified? I'm just more confused. This is... Are you talking about this poster? Or were you making a... Were you making a joke? I do want to change my background. I want to take this down. It was a joke. Well, you got my horrified expression, I guess. I didn't even realize I made one. I was just confused. What else can I... Oh yeah, I was talking about Stella Lemian. So, she's the party kind of tapered out as like players got busy. So eventually it was just me, Stella. There's the character Avari, who's a tiefling, and we had. Did he come back as Dun? Cause his so the player's character died. He originally had Sean the Bastard, who died because of a intellect devourer. Yeah, he came back as Dun. So we have Stella, Avari, and Dun. And basically by the end of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Stella was the only remaining member, as Avari got killed and Dun kind of ran off. So it's just Stella. And we're gathering a new party. That campaign is going to be continued in the summer, because that's when we'll have time for it. She doesn't have much going on that I can talk about, because thinking about it, she didn't really have much kind of backstory to like reveal throughout the campaign. Because again, this is like the first, like second to Divided Secret, this is the first campaign that I had to create and develop a character for. So obviously, man, if I compare Stella Lemian, my first, I don't want to say first, my second character, because Calith is the first, my second character to Emrys Rubo, my most recent character, there's a big difference between who seems more developed, and it's definitely Emrys. But like, I probably went back and altered Stella. I gave her some stuffing. That's not the word I was looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Some muscle, some beef, some content. I don't know. I gave her stuff to work with. And I can't wait, because the DM did say, so we finished Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and we are transitioning into Mad Mage. And so my DM did say that he's planning to incorporate more of her backstory. Got it. It's that I can eat the dirt and there's nothing stopping me. The DM can't stop me because that make them a bad DM. They have to tell me what it tastes like. NPCs and other players can try to stop me, but I can knock them out and force them to indulge the dirt me. Somewhat related. During one of the Out of the Abyss campaigns, our player, one of our players, Toralei, one of our characters, Toralei, got her first level of madness, and from it, she had the sudden urge to just shove and eat as much dirt as she possibly can, and it was a very startling scene. Like, our DM did a good job kind of describing it, because everyone was kind of panicked. It's like, oh, what do we do? How do we stop her? Like, stop her. What is happening? Oh my god, you just reminded me. One of the somewhat active characters in Waterdeep Dragon Heist was a Kenku named Prick, because the player's original character, Crick, who was also a Kenku, died. So he came back with basically the same character, except just named Prick. And he served as a very good comedic relief character, on top of Dunn, who was also very comedic, but also could be serious at times. What was Dunn? Dunn was a... What was Dunn? A Goliath? Is that the right race? I don't remember. Yeah. I don't know, that's kind of all the sessions I can talk about. I have a bunch of like backup characters, but I don't want to talk about them in case I get to use them in campaigns in the event that any of my characters die, which, to be honest, would be very sad considering that I have played with them for so long. Because Stella, the last remaining member of the original party, Caliph, again, like, the only... Ooh. Okay, I have, like, 2 other campaigns that I can go off on. What kind of microphone do you use? I need a new one. I use an EcoPro... Here. It's an... EcoPro... Nope. I don't remember the exact name. The box is right there. It says EcoPro professional recording microphone. If you Google that, you can also, I've heard about the AT 2020. They look the same. It's just that I have the EcoPro and other people have the AT 2020. I don't know if there's a difference. They look the same. I don't know if there's like a manufacturing difference, but I'm sure they both would work fine. I mean, it's a good mic. It's lasted me for a few years now. I got this back in like 2016 probably, so like a good 4, almost getting to like 5 years of use from this thing, and I still use it. Like, it's good. It works. It works. You just need to make sure if you get this microphone, it needs its own power booster. So I have what I'm pretty sure it's like I can't read it from here, but it's like it's a power box. I think if you Google phantom power, or it's just you plug your mic into it, and then from that you plug in the power box to your computer or audio source, and that basically boosts the microphone, because the microphone on its own can't have enough power. What kind of microphone do you have now? I guess, is it a USB mic, or is it a different kind? Because if it's a USB mic, yeah, okay. So I don't have experience with USB mics. Like I can just kind of relay whatever knowledge I have to you. Is that if you can find a decent USB mic, it would work, but there might be some kind of system issue or something. I'm definitely not the person to talk to about it. I'm sure if you go into one of the like audio help channels, and ask, someone could help you out. Because I myself am not well versed in any audio stuff, I guess. I just kind of have a mic, I mess around with settings until it works, and it just does work, so I've never really had a problem with it. Okay. I think I will save the other 2 sessions for a later date. Yeah, no problem. I mean, like, I'll try my best to answer the question. It's just that I'm not very knowledgeable on it, so I would definitely go try and find someone who could better answer your question. But thanks for thinking that I'm cool. That's nice. Yeah, so it's just probably just some kind of system, like whether that's in your I assume computer system, or if it's like within the mic itself, there's something. I don't know. Anyway, it is getting late. I do have more D&D stories that I can tell because I have experienced a lot of it throughout the entire panorama quarantine. But I do still have school tomorrow. I do still have a stream tomorrow. It's not going to be a Minecraft stream. It is going to be a regular stream. I haven't figured it out yet. School, right? It'll likely be... Hobble hobble, thank you. It'll likely be Persona 4. But if I think of anything else, you'll see it announced on my Twitter prior to the stream, and then when I go advertise it, I'll say what game it is. But yeah, Persona 4. My friends want me to play it. I played Persona 5 Royal, and I enjoyed that a lot, so my friend wanted me to also play Persona 4, and he has it available on his Steam library, so, like, we're Steam sharing. Yeah, so, anyway. Actually, you know what? That isn't much of a surprise, since, spoilers, Mona also turned into human. Yeah. Don't say anything else. I'm, like, very much only at the beginning of the game. I just completed the first dungeon, and that is it. I don't know anything else. You're fine. Just for future reference. How do I end streams? Yeah. There's over him? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so it's getting late. I have school tomorrow, but I will be streaming tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will likely be streaming Persona 4 Golden. So yeah, I will keep updated on my Twitter. I will advertise in Discord as per usual. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. This is a great stream. Bye. Oh, stick around for the raid. Also, we're gonna go raid Solon probably. See ya.